Hey guys, so this is some help for doing your poster for your senior project. Also, keep in mind you should be logging hours that you're spending on your projects. You need a minimum of 4 hours, so please make sure you're logging those and getting those signed off by an adult or a mentor. One thing to kind of help you with that, I'm going to hold this up real quick. Not that you'll be able to read it at all, but there are a couple of different ways that you can sign up to get some of your service hours in. There's a health fair on March 16th and 17th for some of the senior projects. If yours is based in being health related or you think would be a good fit for the health fair, you need to talk to Mrs. Hall, get you signed up for that. So please make sure you're communicating with her about that. Again, that's March 16th and 17th. If you want to help with a Sleep in Heavenly Peace bed builds with Riley Mickelson's project, that's on March 13th. I think that's a Saturday. And there's also a quilting project. I'm not sure who's in charge of it, but there's a quilting project for a service project on March 5th, which I think is a Friday. It is. It's Friday from 9 to 1. So those are a couple of different projects that you can sign up for. Please talk to Mrs. Hall and let her know that you want to do that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Welch Advisory. After you've done your project proposal, which everybody did a good job, now you need to log your hours. And there's the login sheet of logging your hours. Write those down, and then you can email me a digital copy, or you can drop them off physically, and I'll put those in the gradebook there, or check those off for you. The next thing that's on your plate, you got two things coming up. One is your poster on March 16th, and then a month later, your senior project presentation is on the 13th. The poster is, again, it's going to replace the trifold that we've done in the past, just because we can't have everybody in to go through those. So if we click on this link for the poster, this is also where you're going to post your result, but it's where you can find the information that you need. So it says the Senior Project Commitment Poster. Your commitment poster is your chance to go public with your choice for a senior project. I'm going to tell everybody what it is you're doing and why you're doing it. The poster will be displayed prominently at the school and will allow the entire student body to see what you're up to. If you think about it, like say that you have a health related deal, we might try to put them in Champlin Hall or somewhere, maybe around Mrs. Robbins or Mr. Mum's room, where we've got some A&P or biology. If you're doing something that's related to agriculture, we might try to put them in the ag building. They're going to be hung up on the wall, showing people what everybody's spending time learning about and your projects. So this is something you want to, it's going to have your name on it. It's going to be you showing off. Okay, so here are the requirements. It needs to fit on one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. We want it to be edge to edge, so we want to do it on a PowerPoint. Okay, do it as a PowerPoint slide so it's in landscape mode and that it fills the whole page. We don't want to have a funky margin. Okay, and so we want to fill that page up with background, with whatever you want to put in there. Things that have to be there though. Your name needs to be there. You need to state the question that you are going to investigate in your paper. So what is it that you investigated in your paper first semester? The next would be the statement of the project that begins with an action or an active verb that defines your involvement in the project. Don't say tree houses, bird houses. You say, I'm building, to build or to develop, using a word. One of the examples, Mrs. Hall's example, and if you want to come by and look at Mrs. Hall's example, her project was develop a blue zone awareness campaign, promoting, and then she talked about all the things that she was doing. So that should be something you can state what you were doing with your project. Again, focus, it starts with active verb. We want to make sure it's something you're physically doing. A visual representation that symbolizes your project, such as photos, drawings, or collage. Maybe you have a few different pictures you want to insert there. We want it to be catchy. We want it to be something that draws attention. And this is the other part that's a little bit tricky. You need to insert a 2x2, so 2-inch by 2-inch QR code that links to your career cluster affixed at the bottom right-hand corner of the poster. I've seen one where she put it in the middle of the poster. We just want to make sure that it's easy to access the QR code. We prefer it to be in the bottom right. It needs to be big enough that people can scan it and go to the website. So two things to create that, okay? She says on here, by the way, use decorative types sparingly for headings only. Do not, however, use them in all caps. Make it easy to read. Okay. You're going to turn your poster into me through here, and if you upload it as a PDF, that would be great. And then Mrs. Hall, and we can print that off and get them put up. Okay, so again, this is where you'll post it, but let's look at a couple of links that might be useful to you. First, create a QR code. So let's click on that, and that brings me here where I can insert a QR code generator. I'm going to want a URL. Okay. Now I need to know what career cluster am I working on. Well, if I go back here to the poster, there is a website right here, the Next Steps Idaho clusters. Right. So I'm going to go Control C, come over here, add a tab. Okay. Hit enter. Let's take a look at what pops up. Career clusters. I don't necessarily need to take the quiz, but maybe right here I could find my career cluster. Ooh, I'm a teacher, so I'm going to choose education and training. Although maybe I want engineering. Is there an engineering one? Science, tech, engineering. Oh, there we go. STEM. All right, so I might just go right to here, or maybe there's another more specific one I might want to go to, but I think this will work. This takes me to the STEM, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. You guys should know how to copy and paste a URL. So Control C, go back to my QR code, I go Control V, and boom, right here. Here's my QR code. I could save that. I can save it, and then I can paste that. I should be able to put that into my poster. Okay, so it's important for you guys to make sure that you're getting all that information into there so you can be successful with it. And that should be everything that you have to add to the poster. Good luck.